time to go home when you start nodding off.
That's what I said. I mean, listen.
Gaslight.
I understand.
Gaslight.
I understand that the night as a whole was a good time, but it can't go in the quality night category if you fell asleep at the table, even for 1 second.
It's like chasing a high. You know that there's a peak of the high. You can't just keep chasing it.
Well, you gotta play. You gotta play your game.
Yes.
You gotta play your game. If you know you're going 7-2, you got no business sleeping at 9:30.
No. My God.
Jesus.
Kids Zone, Pasadena. First of all, Pasadena is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Old Pasadena and some of those houses there.
I could live there, bro.
I could live there
I could
easily.
make the jump. Trick-or-treaters, the whole 9 yards.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, Pasadena,
Flat.
bro. Beautiful. Flat land. You can walk around
Sidewalks.
the block like a human being without getting...
It's a long trek to Tana's for you, though.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Yeah.
I might have to
Find a
mix that
spot.
up a little bit.
I'm sure there's a gangster spot in Pasadena, old school
Not
Italian
like
joint.
Tana's, though. Not like Tana's.
Not Tanny's.
Tanny's?
Get a mic check here. 1 2 1 2 episode
48.
48.
Quick shift.
Quick Shift Pod.
I'll go first.
Okay, good.
You don't have my guy, Scott Young. Scott Young, 16 seasons in the NHL. Just a third line fucking beauty. Up and down, right-handed shot. What a game.
Danny Briere.
There you go. Tomas Hertl.
Yeah. 4 goals.
He was
5 goals in 1 game, I believe.
Yeah, San Jose Sharks.
Or he may have had 2 hat tricks in 1 game.
You might be thinking.
No, that would be... No.
You also might be 6 goals. Yeah.
No, he had
6
5 goals.
goals?
He had a 5-goal game or a 4-goal game. 5 goals.
You might be thinking of Timo Meyer.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No, Hurdle had a weird, like, gigantic game.
He
Of
did.
course, we're not a statistics-driven podcast.
Wearing the number 48.
And I believe I was on the ice for the
really?
5th goal against.
Tough plus-minus night for you,
Took
huh?
a minus on that one?
Yeah. Scotty, a lot going on in the NHL. It's July 1st.
Yep.
Bobby Bonilla Day.
He gets his check.
Gets his check 1.2.
Congrats, Bobby.
Bobby, good negotiating, bro.
I kind of got something in here about Bonilla Day, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, cross that bridge when we come to it. Oh, wow.
Great. Well, Mark Donnelly, take us away.
Well, hey, I'm not a Canadian, but it's
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day, so I thought we could maybe open up with. He's one of my favorite renditions of "Oh Canada."
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
You know what I have to say about Canada? It's a good song.
They love the anthem.
Ooh, banger!
The Canadian anthem is a banger.
It is.
You think it pops like the American?
I think maybe I've just been listening to it for so long.
Yeah.
Because I'm a hockey guy, but I love the Canadian national.
I'll tell you, what pops is the Mounties.
Yeah.
Throws a little extra something on the fastball there, doesn't it?
Right?
Look at these guys, proud Canadians.
Arm in arm.
And you know what I do love is the back-to-back. You know, when a Canadian team plays an American team, I like the dual anthem.
I'm like one of the few people that enjoys it as well.
Yeah.
Scotty, do me a favor and just splice in the contrast of when the Vancouver fans rioted after the Stanley Cup. And, they're happy right now, right? Beautiful. Love Canada, arm in arm.
Right.
Splice a little bit of that in. You remember that? They
Show a
were
little bit of the
burning.
aftermath.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Oh, man.
How can they not have, in all these years, put a winner? And no disrespect to anybody, have they not put a winner on the ice? Come on. They got none? They have no chips?
Nothing. In the last, 50?
It's crazy.
You should only be allowed to sing the national anthem if you're fat.
And just before we move on from Canada Day, in my research of that, I also love when they do it in French at the Bell Center.
Ah, yes.
Gets goosebumps.
Is that a third? They do 3?
No, they just do.
They splice in a
alternate.
verse.
They'll
they
kind of
don't.
go back and forth between English and French.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like
nice dynamic. This
All right.
guy.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
let me just say this. And Scotty and I had this conversation, and we happened to be actually thinking about it at the same time because I walked into Scotty's office, and Scotty was trying to do a little deep dive on the internet. Yeah. And I'm saying this with all the all the sincerity in the world. What the fuck is going on, bro?
Yeah.
What the fuck
And
happened? Is he serious?
And let me just add a little prelude to this. So what I
He says
collected,
I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, what I
That's a
gathered,
little aggressive.
all I could gather is that he challenged you to fight at Rough and Rowdy for Barstool. You declined, which any person with a head would decline that. Like, why would you want to do that? Where does the animosity come before that?
Walk us
Did
through
you
it.
guys hate each other while you were playing?
Walk me through it like I'm a 2-year-old.
I have never met the man. Okay.
All right.
You didn't play against him. You never fought him.
I had to have played against him. I hope at some point I told Matthew Barnaby that he was a fucking plug.
Right.
A clock killer.
Uh-huh.
All right. Your bits, they don't work with me, pal.
Right.
Okay. At some point on the ice, yes, but I've never met him in person. Wow. I think I'm being clout chased by a boomer.
Yes.
I think a boomer is clout chasing me.
What's a boomer?
A boomer, or you guys are boomers.
I'm not a boomer.
What are you?
Kev's.
Gen Xer. Boomers are our parents. Your parent, you're right.
I think-
Okay.
so. It's a shot at him. He's calling him a boomer, saying that he's
little older, yeah.
that's a generation older than us. Even.
Okay.
I think he's more like me. Barnaby.
You guys are both Gen Xers.
I don't know the definition of any
Yeah,
of
I
this
think
shit.
I think you fall right on the cusp.
He feels like a boomer chasing clout. Now,
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys, that's the. I think I went back and forth and maybe told him he was a plug at some point
Like on Twitter or something?
yes, but not
But
really.
almost like kidding around or just whatever. Right?
Not chasing it like this.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. When this all started,
I'm gonna kill him.
this was pre-martial arts Sean.
Right.
Oh.
And he doesn't want to fight on skates, right? He wants to fight on feet.
I mean, I think he's open for negotiations.
No, I think he would do either because when you signed with the Solar Bears,
He was
then-
going to come out of retirement.
Yeah, he then said he wanted to come out of retirement
just to fight him.
just to knuckle up. And in my research, Barnaby's he's a weird guy. Like I would fight Barnaby just because he's weird.
Well, he was a banger on the ice, wasn't he? Wasn't he? He could fight, right?
Listen, he hung in there, okay, but he was
Was he a middleweight or a heavyweight?
he
Light
was-
heavyweight?
He was a bluffer.
No,
for
but
the
I'm saying,
most
how
part,
big
he
is
was a
Barnaby?
bluffer.
Was he like a
He
an
fought
enforcer?
heavyweights. He fought heavyweights, but he was a middleweight. But you
It's
know,
like an Aaron Asham type.
here's no. Here's Matthew Barnaby.
We said Aaron Asham is like one of the guys that you do not want to fight.
If I recall correctly, I feel like Barnaby was one of those guys.
No,
for a
Barnaby was
second.
the king. All he did was hold on to the back of the jersey, and he'd pull you in real tight, and then he'd do these little stupid punches to your head, and he'd smile in the fucking stance. He never stood back and went into the danger zone.
Because there were some bad dudes around those days.
Yeah.
You know what you called him?
What?
A bloated sponge.
That's what he looks like.
He's a bloated sponge.
He's a bloated sponge, and the problem is for him now is that now I'm a blue belt.
You are.
I'm a
Congrats.
fucking. Thank you.
But I'm hearing more Avery stories and what a fucking douchebag.
Yeah. What
What is that-
stories?
what is he referring to?
I'm not sure, but
He's referring to our story of fighting him in the courtyard. I would assume.
Oh, that's right. We talked about it on
talked about
episode.
him.
What on his number episode?
Oh,
that's
I think
what happened.
I
No.
think this is deeper. I think
I said Matthew Barnaby.
You dropped Barnaby?
I dropped Barnaby in an early episode, and that's what set it off.
So that would be episode 38, I believe.
Or right? Well, I don't remember.
No one even knows the guy's fucking number.
36.
36.
Barnaby was
Oh,
36.
Yeah, see, he's got it in his little
yeah.
avatar there.
Yeah. So he's 30. He's
Is that his
36.
autograph? Is that his logo?
That appears to be the case.
Wow.
Tough.
But I said it, and then you touched on it, but we didn't really think that. I thought you were kidding when we were talking about fighting, but I know he wants to fight you.
Yes,
this bad.
because I'll tell you, I remember now. I told him this started when we first moved to California. I was like, dude, just fly to LA, and we'll fight
get it
wherever.
done. Yeah.
Right. He wants to do this pay-per-view, right? He wants to do a
he
pay-per-view.
wants to sell some tickets.
Now, like, fuck, why not? Because maybe I'll just
I
do
could
it
think
and
of a
break
couple-
his
I
arm.
could think of a couple reasons.
No, I know.
I
I
can't,
understand.
think,
But I
of,
mean,
I
like-
can't think of any.
I guess my question is he really serious? Like if we walked outside the studio today and he happened to be, you guys telling me you guys would fight in the parking lot? I mean, it's just.
I find it hard to believe that Matthew Barnaby, if we walked out after we record right now and he was standing there, would fight Sean.
I don't know.
Well,
yeah,
he
I mean,
wouldn't be standing there. If he was, it would probably be. I don't know.
I'm saying I agree with Sean. I think it's all a content play for him.
Right.
Which
probably doesn't even hate Sean.
As I will take the lead of the promotion. You're split heavily favored because Matthew Barnaby's a nobody.
Yeah. Well.
Right. So you think are you on the A side of that card?
100%.
Yeah, I'm on the A side.
Yeah.
And I just want to know whether it's going to be on a mat or in the octagon. Really, if it was ever going to happen.
Do you think you could take him?
Dude, I'm fucking dangerous now. I mean, like, anyone's dangerous that has put this much time. Yeah. My combat skills are sharp.
But what has it done for your confidence levels? Do you really believe that
You know
can
what
just
it's
get in
done?
there and fucking choke him out?
You know what it's done? Bro, let me give you a hug. What's hurting? What's bothering you, brother? You know
Maybe
what I
it's
mean?
just a content play.
Yeah, but he also is like he's heavy in the content space. He's trying to do this gambling stuff. So it's
No, but I want to give him a hug, Kev.
I think a group hugs is in order.
Right.
I'd happily join that hug.
Like, I
don't think we should be everybody should be fighting like that.
No, you don't want to see it.
I
Do I want to see Sean fight Matthew Barnaby? Of course not, bro.
Oh, I would love to see you fight Barnaby. I
don't want to see like two grown men fight. Regardless, it's ugly. By the way, listen, take it on the mat. Go roll with him in a tournament.
That's
Tell him
what
you'll meet him in a weight class.
There we go.
Let's get some officials in there.
There we go.
Throw a little class into it. Spill out into the parking lot.
Yes.
It's 14 years old.
I agree. And by the way, we can do that, and
maybe
nobody needs to get
maybe
rich.
he's rolling.
I feel like we haven't really come to a conclusion on what we want to do here, though. We've kind of been skirting around.
I think Kev just said it. It's like
you want to
know
hug
what?
it out and say, "Dude, what do we?"
No. You want to be a dog? Meet me in the gym on the mats. Let's go.
Right. If you really want to fight, like let's do it where somebody isn't going to really get hurt.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, moving away from
It's a padded room. The walls are padded too. Let's go. You want to roll?
a padded
Do
room,
it like Kimbo Slice style, bro, and like in a
Yeah, in the gym.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Jiu-jitsu gyms
Maybe have
padded
medical
walls.
staff
Oh.
on hand.
Why?
Because you could pick
Never know
somebody
what
and
happens.
just throw them against the wall.
Right.
No, all
That's legal.
Wrestling rooms and that's all.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
padded walls.
Yeah.
You gotta have padded walls.
All right. The NHL is planning 16-game opening night. It's a lot of games on the 24th. So I feel like that's going to come right around the corner, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's just who wants to watch a game at 11 p.m.?
Me.
All right.
I'm definitely sleeping at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. So back to Bonilla Day. It's actually Rick DiPietro
Holy
Day
shit.
as well on the same day. I didn't realize it. I mean, kind of.
1.5 till 2029.
How could you hate on this kid
By the way,
for anything?
God bless him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
God
Did he rob
bless
a fucking
him. He
bank?
did not
Yeah.
rob a bank. He made a deal, and that is the deal.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And they have to pay that deal. Just like
And
Bobby
you're not
Bonilla.
allowed to rob a bank in the form of
Hey, man,
doing a deal?
He's the #1 draft pick. They couldn't fucking sign him. He wanted to stay. They wanted to keep him. That's the best that they could do. It turns out that it was great negotiating. I can't imagine. I mean, it's crazy.
Who did that deal?
Charles Wang.
Oh, Wang. Him and Wang were buddies, right?
Does this happen
Yeah,
anymore?
That's always
By the
helpful
way,
when
I
you're
went
really...
I went to Rick's wedding and
Wang?
Charles was there. Yeah.
Yeah,
He sat
Mr. Wang was
yeah,
there?
Yeah.
I mean, that helps. This is crazy. And I'll tell you right now. Holy shit. Okay.
Now, if he's out in the parking lot, bro, you're running down the other. We're sending you out
Take
the back
the exit
door.
on Beverly.
You know I fought super heavyweights in my tournament last week. I had to go up.
Yeah,
weight
you were
classes.
fighting some trees.
Those guys
That
were
one
big.
dude was big.
I'll,
That
I'll-
guy was
Okay.
Send me the footage. I'll put it behind us.
I will.
Yeah.
So I just listen. This disappoints
You need to get a
me.
new colored belt, by the way, but that's another. You need to get up officially to that belt so people will.
And I also
start taking
thought
you
I
on.
thought you
I
were
have a blue belt.
Do you have the blue belt?
Yeah, it's in the
Oh,
car.
I didn't know that. I thought
You
you were
haven't
still
seen-
white.
It's in the
I thought you were white with blue tips.
I also thought you were a no gi guy.
I am, but you know.
But at a certain point, you got to strap on the gi so they know what your belt is, what belt you are.
Yes, you
Okay.
do, and you know what? If you want to be fundamentally strong, you got to do the gi.
You got to You got to know the gi game.
What is
if
after-
if you go past that, that's another story.
What's after blue?
Blue, I will be a purple,
Purple.
and then I'll go brown, and
So
then I'll
how
go
long?
black.
How long will it take you to make the jump from blue to purple?
Well, I
Could be
mean,
a couple
listen,
years, right?
Yeah, it's going to slow down a little bit. The
gotta slow down a
progression.
little bit.
I really achieved a blue belt quite fast.
That's pretty quick. I'm saying it's almost like a golf game. Like you're going to make that initial jump and then trimming those additional strokes off your game.
Yeah.
And getting you into single digits is
Yes.
a little bit more work.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend too much time on it. Could you test for a black
No.
right now?
No.
So it's all a time commitment thing.
Or Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're a superstar and you're doing things, but they know how to judge
No,
that, I'm guessing, right?
there's a lot of guys in the UFC that like are world champions, best in the UFC, and they're
Purple belt.
Yeah, they're purple belt. Hamzat Chimaev, I think, is a blue belt.
So
Right,
how
like
do you get awarded the black belt?
I mean, like, listen, they're going to look at you, right? And if you're some phenom, I know it's funny. I was talking last night. I was asking about kids at Mountain Gate.
Yeah.
And they do, if you're under 10, the heads
They
of
mark
state
you?
they do an evaluation of whether or not you're allowed on the course. So if you go, yo, my kid's 6, and he fucking,
it's kind of like
they'll watch him hit and decide if he can play.
it's kind of like in
So
the
on a case
queue,
by
they
case
give
basis.
14 or 15-year-olds. What is it called?
A special exemption.
Special exemption.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But Kev, what's the yearly at Mountain Gate? Is it a big ding? Because I'd like to maybe join in Nash. That sounds like my type of place where they're evaluating the young talent.
I
We're
got
saying,
in at the dead of COVID, and they were quite literally giving them away. And now I hear the numbers, and it's like, whoa.
Oh wow!
I was on the front end of that one.
Good
goodness.
steal.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, it's reasonable. It's a beautiful course. I mean,
Yeah.
I love it.
But hey, back to
This is a terrible signing.
what
this is just a
I mean,
terrible signing.
Dubas is out. I don't know who you know who they hired as a GM?
Yeah, Brad Treveling and Shane Doan.
What's
listen,
the thought?
They need a little toughness.
Yeah.
Clearly, they didn't have any kind of presence.
I guess.
Yeah, you know what I would do? I would go find toughness in the form of go find me a Stefan Robida on right defense.
But
All
maybe
right.
somebody to actually step up and knock some guy. I mean,
No,
I don't know that I'm not saying I agree with it or don't, but it's so obvious why they signed this guy to this deal because they're clearly lacking that kind of
Toughness.
grit. Yeah.
Okay.
Like somebody that's you're gonna have to answer to somebody you're gonna have to answer to Reeves if you
Yeah.
put Tavares on his face.
They're gonna have to up their
Right.
smelling salts game.
Right. A lot of eye salts.
I'm not going to just drive by this. I'll say this, Kev. Kev, that's fine, okay? But what do you do with these plugs in the playoffs?
I get it.
Yeah.
you know,
I get it.
Yep.
I don't have an answer for you.
did
Hang
Jonathan Quick sign with the New York Rangers?
Yes,
He
he
did.
did. Yep.
Like
To New York.
recently?
I believe it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's going to be Igor's backup?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's number 2.
Yeah.
Probably gets a few games, and again, like I've always been saying,
Quicky's
every one
got one more.
champion's got one last. Who knows?
Because
He might be a guy to fall back on. Like if the Rangers would be forced to fall back on Quick in the playoffs.
Maybe he's the lucky charm. Goes to Vegas for a couple months. They win a cup. Goes to New York.
well, why can't you get 30 games out of Quick
I think that you probably will.
I think that's the idea.
and try and get 24 wins?
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah,
Right?
That could be.
And you let Igor sit and simmer and rest
I think
and
if
get
you
ready?
if you poll all the teams in the NHL, say you can have Quick as your backup. I think a lot of people are saying yes to that.
Do you have to fight? Do you have to fight a coach sitting you if you're a superstar goalie? Could Lundqvist go? No, what are you talking about? I'm playing tonight.
Right.
I think you could just call the owner.
Say, but
I mean, look,
they don't
yeah,
want to.
clear-
You're paying me $10 million.
Clearly-
They don't want me to play.
Yeah, no, you're right, Sean. Call the owner. I mean, DiPietro and the owner, they're still paying each other. Somebody's getting paid.
Well, he passed away.
Is
so
there any dynamic with a backup goalie similar to like Brady and
Drew Bledsoe?
no, God, how am I blanking on his name? Good-looking guy in San Francisco, Garoppolo.
Jimmy G?
Yeah, Tom didn't want him there because
He just wanted the guy breathing down his neck.
yeah,
It's fair enough. No.
I guess it's different because he's
Shesterkin's
young.
not wired like that.
Yeah.
No, and I don't think Tom Brady was worried about Jimmy G.
Oh yeah, he was.
And I got news for you. Shesterkin can learn a thing or two from Johnny Quick.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
different dynamic. Quick's older than
You're right.
We'll talk about some playoff
Yeah.
guts.
Sean's guy.
This is Pat Verbeek. I hope to become friends with Radko Gudis. He's
In the
right down
area?
the road, California guy. Anytime you want to come up or whatever, we'll do anything.
You want to be friends with them?
Yeah.
Are you extending the olive branch to be
I am.
friends with them? I like
I
it.
am. Pat Verbeek is the GM of the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. He was a dog when he played. He was fucking Pat Verbeek. That's the type of guy. He goes like, that's what I need. That's what I need on this team when I got a bunch of soft kids up front. They're all a little lanky and dangly, and I don't know how long it's going to
Seagrass.
take. Yeah. All right. So that's great. This is a fucking.
The Ducks are loading up.
This is an
Ducks could be good.
insane signing. This is a bank robbery right there.
Yeah.
All right. Because, listen, I love Ryan O'Reilly.
4 years, a long time.
4 years at that number.
Good,
Good on
God
him.
bless him.
Good fucking on him.
Didn't do much for Toronto in the playoffs either.
Well, that's
I don't
what
know
I'm
that you can
basing
pin
it
that
on.
I don't know that you can pin that guy on a late. You know, you can't pin that all on him. With those guys
But he
there.
didn't contribute all that
Yeah,
much.
but neither did guys making 10, 11 million a year.
Fair enough.
The problem with this is 2 years. That's
Right.
fine. I'm fine with that. 2 years.
He probably wanted the extra year.
Okay.
You know, he probably had something better on the table.
Right. And he leveraged it. This is wild.
Yeah, so
This made me feel bad.
It did a little bit. Yeah, me too.
I mean, I don't know
Carey.
this guy, but there's no. He just doesn't strike me as a guy that would get up there and intentionally want to be part of any of this. You know. He was
Such a
he made an
good-looking
accident.
kid.
The Canadian
Made an
Memorial
accident. He made a mistake.
are proud to select David.
It's a hard name.
see, and once you get to that point, you gotta own it.
Hand on the
That's
chest.
awkward, bro. That's awkward. You could tell he feels horrible.
We planned it that way. David Reinbacher.
Horrible follow-up there.
Yes.
I mean,
terrible.
listen, he's doing his best, and I don't think anybody, obviously, nobody planned on that.
But what is that? Reinbacher? Is that how you?
Reinbacher.
David Reinbacher.
Yes.
Oh, it's not that hard to say. Reinbacher.
As a guy that's been in that position, things do run through your head.
He's from Cloton, the Swiss League.
I kept my card as a backup.
Well, what was your guy's last name?
Brock Nelson, War
That's
Road
as
High
fucking
School.
easy
By the way,
as-
Brock Nelson from War Road High School. You know, it rolls off the tongue now after you've lead.
Is that what you said? You said his high school? He was drafted out of high school?
With the 30th pick in the 2010 NHL draft, the New York Islanders select Brock Nelson from War Road High School.
War Road.
War Road High School.
That's a.
Did you dial that in?
It's a big
TJ
hockey
Oshie,
community.
right?
Oshie,
Him
yeah,
and
it's a
him and
big
Oshie
hockey
went to the same high
community.
school.
Did you dial that in? Because that's a double negative. War Road. Is it one
Well,
word?
that's what I'm saying. But I kept my card tucked.
How soon did you know that you were doing Brock Nelson?
I had probably a 60-second
Okay.
to 90-second jump on him to where I knew where he was sitting.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Do you think he has an idea?" They're like, "No, he thinks he's going. Probably thinks he's probably going."
Oh,
next
okay,
round."
so you didn't have
It
much
was the
time.
last pick of the first round.
Yeah.
You get to look at it. But why didn't they give Carey a fucking card?
I said to him,
Well, it's
I said
probably on the-
I said we got to beef this kid up. He's kind of skinny. Like he's 17. I was like, "Oh shit."
You would imagine.
I didn't realize that.
You would imagine it was on the prompter, and I think Carey Price saw the name. He goes, "I don't want to mispronounce this," and then the wheels
It's
just
not
stopped.
on the prompter, bro.
yeah,
How
I
could it
didn't
not
see a
be?
prompter
It's not
there.
on. Because I've done it. I'm telling you.
You
You
know,
get a
like it's
name and you get a
evolved.
card.
Get the card
No,
out.
because the announcement comes. What you don't think you could turn around and read everybody in the room could turn around and read the teleprompter?
What? Yeah, exactly, right?
mean,
this
it's-
is like
it's
a
not just
lottery.
his
It's
yeah,
the
it's a-
draft.
yeah.
You don't want anyone to know.
Right. I'm saying he gets up, the camera's there, the prompter's there, and
I had a pink card that said Brock Nelson from War Road High
Hey,
School.
you guys would know more than I would. I have not presented.
There was no teleprompter.
Brock
Yeah.
Nelson, War Road High School.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a famous hockey high school, right?
I also guess the Reinbacher guy got destroyed on social media by the Montreal fans because he's from Austria, and they were calling him like Hitler and shit.
Oh, that's
What?
Yeah.
Why would
it's a way
they
to get
do
it.
that?
By the way,
I
that's a
don't
good
know.
way to get things going early.
That's like
I mean,
a
Flub the
reversal on
name
the
and then get
Islanders.
destroyed on social media. Yeah, I read it the other night.
So were they
yeah, but
defending Carey Price?
you're also rummaging around through trash.
Yeah.
You're rummaging
You're
around
on
through
fucking
a dumpster.
Twitter.
Are you questioning my sources?
I am
Yeah.
questioning your sources.
Okay.
You're digging around dumpsters in the parking lot.
The Montreal Canadiens apologized. I'm pretty sure.
Oh well.
It was
thank
to, it was-
God.
It was to that extent.
Somebody
Yeah.
should.
Yeah,
You
so-
know what I
Yeah,
would
well, I
like
mean,
to
I
have
think,
seen though? I would have liked to have seen this kid take to his Twitter and go back
Fuck
at
off.
them.
I mean, he just got drafted.
Hey.
I was gonna say, I
It's
hope
never
this kid.
too early.
I hope this kid goes into the Bell Center and lights it up.
Yeah, me too.
Well, they're gonna have to do a little. They're gonna have to make it up to him.
Amends.
Totally.
Make amends.
Right.
Fix it.
right. All right. This is another thing from the draft that we kind of
I saw
missed. This is more painful to me than Carey
got
Price.
can't even
engaged.
look
I
at
saw the ring. Like, it's tiny. Like, it's tiny.
I shot a lot of pucks growing up as a kid. I worked hard. She deserves it.
Oh,
Pretty big talking about it. Ice.
what the fuck?
Thanks,
are you
thanks, Connor. We're playing hockey tomorrow at my neighborhood. You should come. I'll play
Fucking
center. You play
Islander.
goalie. Even though I go bar down on you every shot.
That's
Oh.
all right. That's all right.
from fucking-
You can do that.
Thanks, Connor.
Whoa.
I mean, listen, that kid, that poor kid, that's gonna That was
Which
tough.
kid?
The kid that you know.
The kid was fine. This is what I want to say.
I disagree.
Hold
I
on.
think that's kind of Connor McDavid's finest media moment right there, navigating that.
Kevin,
That's
what the
crazy, too.
fuck are you talking about? First
Whose
of all,
idea was it to send the kid up there and start
let's not
talking shit?
Let's not go into the weeds on this.
I can talk about you. I was doing that when I was his age. I'm allowed to.
Yeah, and you would have
address it.
landed the plane on
I
that.
wouldn't have done that. And that's
Okay.
why I'm pointing the finger at the kid. I'm
Well,
sorry. I had it done to me my whole life.
Fair.
I'm holding him responsible.
Fine,
for
we'll
that
lay
bit.
off the kid for a second. You know what? Connor McDavid is a superstar, and you got to embrace the kid's energy and go, we're going to turn this into a little bit of a bit. And
Yeah.
I'm
No,
going to
no,
have fun with you, kid.
No, you go. to
Instead, you stand there and,
No.
and say, she deserves it. You
say-
referred to your wife or your fiance as a she.
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
You go. Who's the producer here? What? I'm not saying this. I'm not doing this bit.
That's it.
So you got a couple.
Kev,
a
you're a
couple,
seasoned
there's a couple,
veteran.
there's
You
a couple
would've
things
saw
we
your
can. A
copy.
couple things we can do here. We can run. You can throw me a couple options at me, but I'm not doing this bit because it's stupid. And I shot a lot of pucks
All
to
right.
pay for my wife's very expensive ring.
Which is the crazy
Well, he's
thing
right.
to
It's-
say.
I-
it was
I'm-
like
No,
the
that-
most
I'm Team
nervous.
McDavid.
It was
No.
like he shit his pants
He
through his
he
mouth.
should have been.
As two
He relied
actors.
too much on that kid for that bit. He should have checked in on
No,
it. They
he-
should have rehearsed it.
Holy fuck.
What I think it comes down to is McDavid is incapable of breaking script. So that was a beat it out, full little segment there. McDavid says this, the kid says this, McDavid says that.
Hold on.
for sure.
And it
You
went
think
south.
that was planned and they knew that they were going to talk like that?
Oh no,
Without-
I'm sure there was a
without
version
a
of the
doubt.
script. I don't think they were improving.
Zero improv, Sean. You think the kid went off script and ripped him about the ring he
And
got
the
his
kid,
fiance?
and by the way, the kid started out of the gate in trouble. He came out of the gate.
He flubbed
He
it.
came out of the gate in trouble. He flubbed his first line.
Yes.
I mean, by
Yeah.
the way, at that point, just say, "Hey, I'm going to take this back. Do you mind if I take
Correct.
this back and run this
Correct.
from the top? I'm gonna come back
Yeah.
out here and do this
Right.
again
Right.
because we probably should have rehearsed this."
Yeah. You gotta fucking you gotta
What?
you gotta burn that little kid.
I mean, listen.
Oh,
Look, if he wants to play with the big boys, he's going to have to take big
Gotta
boy
step up.
criticism. He's got
Big time players playing big time moments or whatever it is.
Players play big
You know what? He
games.
doesn't
Yeah.
get invited back.
But
Hell
I'll
no.
tell you,
He's
know
done.
The,
He's
you know
done.
the great athletes
Who
that
was
we love that have the ability to riff. Like if that
Yeah.
was MJ or even Kobe. Kobe could riff and he could
Right.
move.
Hey, can we go back and watch that? I mean, I guess if you're already
Yeah,
one
sure.
of them, do
Go
we have a lot
ahead.
left in the clip?
It's
Do we have a
a
lot?
We
train
have a
wreck.
fair amount left.
Okay, so let's move
Yeah.
on.
Okay, it's a train wreck. Keep going. Arizona. What
Uh,
is this?
I like this.
They look like a school band.
it's
Fuck these.
It's all of the
And
Arizona
why let the
team.
fat guys
They
lead the
all-
charge?
They all dressed in the same suit. I like it.
Well, they're alumni,
Are those
right?
players or coaches?
It's like all the people in the front office.
of what team?
The Arizona Coyotes.
Stop it.
Yes.
The New York Jets.
What? What? What was this?
It's like the whole- everybody
That's
in
how
the
they
office.
dressed to the draft.
Yeah. They went in uniform.
By the way, I'm not mad at that.
I'm
either.
not mad at
well, you
it.
and I just are not on the same
Yeah,
page.
we are
Whoa,
today.
you're
I don't have a problem with it.
Right. What do you want to make your own outfit selection?
all right.
By the
first
way,
of
that'd
all,
be the greatest thing ever. Yo, don't worry about it. We're all wearing the same thing.
We're all
Thank God.
we're all wearing,
Where's the band?
God.
we're all wearing burgundy.
Bring in
Just
the band.
Send the tailor to the office.
Send in the elephants.
Send in the tailor to the office. Let's get this fucking thing fit
Holy
properly.
shit.
And let's not even think
Yeah.
about it because we're all wearing the same thing. I love it.
All right, back to NHL public relations. They're just
They're having a
dropping.
field day with this kid.
They're,
Fuck.
they're just dropping the ball.
All right. First of all,
We're heavily
look at the
critical
kid's
today.
backyard. It's so awesome.
You
okay?
think that's his actual backyard?
I don't care if it's a set. It should be a Nike commercial.
By the way,
Like,
if that's a set, I'm going to say that was good production design because
Yeah.
that looks
Right.
authentic
Look
and
authentic.
organic.
look at that backyard. This kid
it's got
is
to
like
be. It's got to be.
he's living.
Somebody.
Yeah, it's his. I mean, look at the sun and
Or
the
his
trees.
dad's or whatever.
So we
His
all
mom
like
and
it so
dad's
far.
house.
Yes.
Okay.
But this is where the
I'm not going
Can
to
I-
pin anything on this.
can I
talk.
play the clip?
Play the thing. Play the fucking thing.
If I make this shot, I'll join Lululemon as their newest ambassador.
Did he just shoot a puck into a Lululemon? Did he just shoot a puck into the Lululemon? Sean just spilt his weird pink drink. Sean, you just knocked over your weird pink drink. That's been... Bro, it's like this fucking place is a mess.
Okay.
What is
Let's
happening?
collect ourselves here. Let's collect ourselves.
Sean's weird double cup that nobody knows is now his concoction, his life cocktail. God knows what's in that
Right.
thing. Just spilt out all over the studio carpet.
Holy shit.
Wow, bro.
So yes.
He shot a fucking puck. By the way, he buried it, right? Hey,
Well, I
thank
mean-
God. They must have done a couple takes.
How many takes did it take?
5?
When he takes to
I
get
say
to
he
the
lands
center
out
of
in
the
the
Tootsie
first
Pop.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You can't blame him, bro. He's doing
No.
his best. He's been thrust into this, and he's
No.
doing the best that he can. You're
No.
gonna shoot a fucking puck into Lululemon? Go for
This
it, bro.
kid is not a human being. He's a programmed robot, and I don't think he's ever.
You think
had
he's got cyborg qualities?
I don't think he's ever had his own thought ever.
You think they've just been training him?
I
and
think he's AI. Talk
you
about
think-
a psyop.
Do you think that he could turn around and say like, "Hey guys, I want a little time off before the season starts"?
Yes, stop parading me around. I hate
Just
this.
please stop. I don't want to do any more radio interviews. I can't do it. I can't do it. Lululemon. Is he going to cut a Lululemon, or is that for escrow?
No, it's like he's doing a brand deal. He's doing a side deal.
But is that his deal, or is it NHL?
That's
Tim.
not
believe it's his
hockey-related
not hockey.
revenue.
That is not hockey-related revenue.
No.
I mean, listen,
So I don't
God,
wanna-
let him do what he's got to
Yeah,
do.
I don't wanna-
It's fucking 2023.
And I don't want to pile on to the kid, so I
You
put.
just called him AI. You said you don't even think you're
he's
not
not
even
a
sure
kid.
he's real.
I don't want to. I don't want to pile on to the robot. I think this is
Got a
his
Drago vibe about him, right?
in his tour through the NHL. I think
Cut
this
him
is-
loose.
I think this is his best moment.
I agree. He's getting better, but I mean, I think it's time to cut him
This
loose.
clip right here is his best moment.
You know, I'm super grateful. Like the NHL doing this is incredible. You know, I'll say a couple pretty good players on this panel, and
Somebody
Biz
fed
is
him
here
that.
too. So.
That's a feed.
Somebody fed him.
Yeah, the algorithm.
Huh?
The algorithm.
That was a feed.
Somebody said, you know what would be funny?
He's got a joke writer.
He's got an everything writer.
He's got a joke
but it's
writer.
the same with McDavid.
He's got
They
a
gotta
joke writer.
start
And you know what?
promoting
He's
these
gotta
guys
You know what,
properly.
Biz? If
He's got to
Biz had
start
any-
sitting in on those meetings.
If Biz had any balls, he
He's
would have
shooting
got
pucks,
up.
bro.
He would have got up with his little water and just walked over and poured it on the fucking kid's head and said, "You know what? You fucking schmelt. Be careful who you speak to."
Can you imagine?
I don't think that would have went well with the brass.
What do you
over
think,
TNT.
Charles? What do you think Barkley would have done? 10 years ago.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's
know.
a.
I don't
Oh,
Listen, I think that somebody needs to step in on this kid's behalf and throw the towel in
yes.
and say, "Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Let him go."
Let him shoot pucks in the
Dancing him around.
backyard.
And like, listen, if he wants to shoot Lululemon pucks on his own time,
Fuck.
that's another conversation for his agent.
Why was the puck branded?
No, but he did bury it in a
He shot it.
Lululemon
The,
bag.
the,
I
the
didn't s-
Lululemon bag was tied
hanging
to the crossbar.
between
And he
the-
hit it?
Oh, he buried it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yes. well, the whole thing was, if I make this shot into this Lululemon bag, I will be the ambassador.
Oh, God.
For Lululemon.
Wow.
What do you
Oh,
think
fuck.
the under/over was? Because it could have been 1, but it could have been 7.
I'm gonna say buried it in 3.
Right. I would just say 5. I'm sure there's an answer to that one as well.
Look at a young, trim, fucking energized Ovi.
First time ever playing golf.
This.
Look at his grip.
I missed it twice.
Holy fuck. He hit it a hole in
No,
one.
he did not. I don't believe it.
I hit him!
I hit it. Yeah.
Yeah! I
Yeah.
shot them with that when I got
That's
it!
authentic.
Spoken like a true bullshitting golfer.
I swear to God!
My first golf game, and I scored one shot. And, you know,
I scored one
I
shot.
shot it and I scored. Then I jump and screaming. And,
He's got to be the only
what's
person
happened? I said,
in
"Where's
the
Tiger?" I
history
didn't
of
see Tiger here.
game of golf to fan on one and then drop one into the cup. It cannot be done. Sean, you're a golf dad. You tell these kids that it won't.
Couple days and we have first game. I don't want our team will be drunk.
Did you hear what he said? He said, "I heard if you hit a hole-in-one, you're supposed to buy everybody drinks the same day, but they had their opening night the next day." So
And he didn't want his
he
team
was
to
like,
be
"I don't
drunk.
want my team to be
This
drunk."
guy hasn't even
So-
played a game yet.
so
He's
he
got
goes,
the team in a bender.
Cut that to.
Wow. What a,
Ovi
by the way,
drunk.
hey, Scotty, great clip package today.
Yeah,
Good package.
yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
excited about
shit.
this one. And I
Yeah,
kept it
what
rolling
the
on. I
fuck
kept it
is
rolling on the
this?
golf and the Caulfield Zegras bromance. I know
Oh,
you're not a
Jesus.
fan of it. Caulfield.
Oh, hold on a sec. I thought that was a female caddy. Okay, and I looked at the guy, and there's somebody with tattooed sleeves. If you rewind that, he had his head down. Cole Caulfield. I thought that was a female caddy. Look at the skinny little fucking legs and shorts on him. Look at him.
He
That's
doesn't have-
impressive.
He
The
doesn't
kid
have
can
skinny
score.
legs, bro. What are you talking about? He's got probably tree trunks.
But they got the summer bromance going.
By the way, you know who else needs to pull the plug on the little media tour? Zegras. Come on. I mean, he's already.
This kid's like a character.
I mean, he might actually really be enjoying
Something
it.
about the bandstand, the grandstand.
Maybe he's enjoying it. I mean, I guess if you're enjoying it, why not? You know.
Yeah, you know what?
Right? If
Life
it's not
is too short, brother.
Right, exactly.
Life is too short.
They love each other. They really love each other. We need to see them playing grab ass in the face-off circle, though. I'll tell you that.
Fuck.
Win a big game.
I would like to mark that down on the calendar. I'd like to follow up on that.
I think we should.
I'd like to watch an ISO camera.
I think we
Duck
should. And
tabs.
Cole Caulfield, you can't get yourself a pair of golf shoes, kid. He looks like he's like 16.
He does.
Wow.
Wow.
So you guys, you still don't like it?
It's
Like
great.
what?
Let's keep it
The
going.
bromance, okay.
Oh, God.
Oh,
What is
we
happening?
addressed the bromance.
Yeah.
The last thing.
I'm ready to
last thing-
tap.
The last.
Yeah, me too.
We're almost
It's
done.
fucking hot in here,
I
and
know,
I'm
we're
ready
almost
to tap.
done.
Well, did you turn the AC off? Who turned the AC off?
Yeah, because you always turn it off. You never want
This
the
looks
AC on.
like Marc-Andre Fleury.
It does. This kid gets drafted to Pittsburgh. Sid calls him right after. Just
Step
a cool,
away
Of
from the
course he
cameras and
does.
take yourself a private moment,
cool
kid.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm sure they wouldn't let him.
Well, fucking.
No, they said, yo, you stand right there.
Yeah.
Don't make a
You're
move.
walking right now.
You got Sidney Crosby calling you.
fucking-
Stand right here and look
Yeah,
at the camera.
you chirp me so much about the lack of my
balance
package.
it out.
I
Let's
put together a
go.
good
Let's
package,
go.
and you're
Get
trying
one
to,
to
trying to
tap.
walk out.
It's a 2-hour
Come
package.
on.
It's
bro.
not. It's actually a very short package. We've just been talking a lot.
Okay, what else do you got?
I forget what I have after this.
I have
Actually,
to
we can-
pee.
all right, we
It's
can
hot.
end it. We can end it. We'll use the other back half. Saturday episode. Happy 4th of July. Happy Canada Day. Like,
God bless America.
quick shit.